amazing. She looks
She's
absolutely
gorgeous in
Gorgeous.
person. Like I thoroughly enjoyed talking to her. Everything. It's like hugging your older sister or
yeah.
whatever and everything like that. But she was really nice and stuff. So I was glad I got to meet her and get a photo with her and everything. I thought it was cool
Yeah.
because she was on my like list to get to outside of Tony Storm.
She was.
So
And I think we saw her first.
we did. As soon as we
Yeah.
walked over there, she was the first person we saw. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get this because Tony Storm is nowhere to be found.
Child, we looked at Tony Storm for 2 days, but
It was
anyway,
honestly like feeling like kids in the candy store.
we really were.
That's how I felt. But our last selfie of the week will come to you none other than the beautiful and stunning Paige.
It's the lips for me. That
Oh.
again, that perfect shade of red for her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great. Y'all know I'm a red lip advocate. Red lip gang here. Beautiful, freaking beautiful.
I think
Paige
we
is
might see
definitely
Paige
awesome.
return.
You know, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because Paige been talking about returning since January, and it's what May. So unless she's
But I
gonna
feel
pop
like
up
Paige is
with
not going to come back unless she's gotten a good written story.
Mhm.
her good story can be Ronda Rousey, maybe go to SmackDown.
Well, that's what Fightful was saying, and we'll talk about it more on the news. But from what I was seeing and what we read, they're trying to work in her into the whole Ronda thing, and who knows? I personally think it's been too long. Like it's ridiculous at this point. She did pop up via Twitch at the Ziggy Dice show, and that made me feel like she was about to leave WWE, honestly, which I would have enjoyed that better. I've become so like just wanting people. So one thing that I've learned in these releases is that, for one, WWE is not the end of end alls, and there's always going to be a light at the tunnel. Look at Chelsea Green, look at Deonna Purrazzo, look at Britt Baker, look at Matt Cardona. That man is the top male in wrestling right now. I don't really want to, I know a lot of other people probably think differently, but
He really is.
he is. He's the top guy. And Chelsea Green went from where she was in NXT and WWE, and then even before that, her work with, other promotions and stuff. But overall, I say that to say that, like, I've just kind of wanted to see Paige and Shotzi and people, even with Tony Storm is flourishing, and not saying that she could not have in WWE, but I know we were kind of, the feud that she had with Charlotte was kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
So, but I do think with Paige, we could see this face.
And I love her with the lighter hair, with the little highlight. Like it's not so harsh. Like when she had I know that was her gimmick, being like the goth girl, but like I love it softer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Paige has definitely like grown into her looks and everything too. I adore Paige. I liked her since the first time I saw her because she looked different. She didn't look like your Barbie blonde, big boob type girl. She was a grungy, like hard hitting, and her in ring ability and the way that she speaks on the mic, it's everything. Like, and to see her grow a lot more and to I hate that the fact that she got injured to the point where she doesn't know if she'll better wrestle again. But luckily, it's possible that she has the opportunity to do so. To have her comeback story like a Edge and like a Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson or whatever. But still, to have her be able to come back and get back into the ring, doing something that she started out doing at a young age, I think it's great. So I'll be happy to see her back on my TV screen. Let her join. Hell, take her as a Judgment Day. I don't care.
Ooh,
Go over there if you want to.
that'd be kind of
there at
fire.
Judgment Day. That would be really nice.
Actually, yeah, I think that would actually be.
If they want to talk about a fourth member.
And I always go back to Paige being in PCB because I was very upset that Sasha was taken away from Becky and Charlotte. I thought that, and this is just my opinion, I thought that Sasha should have been a part of what Charlotte and Becky had Paige should have been Team Bella's, and Alicia Fox should have been Team Bad. But that's how I always booked it. When I went back and looked at it, I was like, it wasn't too far fetched. But I see why you had PCB and you had Team Bella's, and then you had Team Bad in the way that you do. But the sky's really the limit for Paige once she comes back. You know, she doesn't have to jump into a title opportunity. She could do anything. She doesn't even have to confront Ronda. She could work with Ronda.
Or she can confront, like, let's see, if Paige decides to come back, she need to make 2 stops. Stop down to NXT to visit your girl Mandy Rose, who you brought up to the main roster with you. Check out, see what she's doing. Check out with Sonya Deville, who was in a general manager role like you were once before. You know what I'm saying? And talk to her and see how, you fumbled the bag. You know what I'm saying? You dropped the ball because you got a little too big headed. Revisit something with them too. You're not saying that she should get back with them or anything of that nature, but just pop up on them unannounced. Yeah. Unexpected. A little knock at the door, something of that nature. I think that would be really, really interesting to see, because you get to see their growth from where they started coming up, with Paige to the main roster to where they are now.
I'm pixturing Mandy being shook, like Paige just like,
very much so, like, oh, you're the leader of your new group now. What you call it? Toxic attraction. I could see it looks familiar.
I love Evolution. I was more of a fan of them than
Yeah, wherever Paige went, that's where I went.
That's true. I think she dominated too, though. But yeah, that was our selfie queens, and we let Paige end it for us. We have 2 more categories.
Sorry, y'all, that I ran off real fast. Somebody connected to my TV in the kitchen and was streaming something, and y'all have been to my house, so I could hear it coming down the hallway, but I'm the only one that's here. So I was like, so I had to get up and run to the kitchen and find out. And it was like some lucha wrestling match that somebody was streaming, and then it just stopped. And I was like, and it was on like full volume. It was weird. I had to figure out what was going on.
That's crazy.
But at least it was lucha wrestling.
Yeah, at least on brand.
Moving right along, our next category, you guys. Feeling myself. Oh my God. It's so crazy because we only have 3 people for this category. No one was doing anything this week, so it really surprised me. 3 very interesting gals, though. So first and foremost, this is for you, Al. Of course.
Look at her.
Yeah, girl. She's definitely feeling herself. I wasn't gonna put this in glam, but she had to take one for the team this week. I feel like it's a little more feeling myself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like her eyes are so beautiful. She's so stunning.
That's stunning. My girl. I love this haircut on her. Like, she finally found that toned down look that just makes her look so just gorgeous. I never run into Summer Rae in Nashville, so maybe one day, maybe during the summer, who knows?
Hey,
everybody coming to Nashville. Everybody gearing up for SummerSlam and Slammiversary and GCW and Starcast and Chucky going.
And there's a lot that's happening within the 2 months of Nashville.
Nashville is definitely the place to be. And if you ask your favorite wrestlers, they'll probably tell you the same thing. And I might take a trip down there tonight, downtown Nashville, to see what's going on, but probably not, to be honest, because when it comes to wrestling in Nashville, for those that are coming to SummerSlam, I hope you're ready for the crowd. If you go to any show here in Nashville, we are one of the livest crowds in the States. We don't, this may sound bad, but we don't care what it is. We're going to root for it. We don't care what it is. Any sports, especially, we're very competitive. We're a very competitive state. We are a very competitive city. So when you guys get here, and please, if you're at Slammiversary, the Salt Shakers will be there. So make sure you come and see us. And who knows, you might see Summer Rae too. Someone who is very familiar with Nashville area too, with all of her work with National Wrestling Alliance, our very own and the beautiful Moe Bell I love this, feeling herself with her cute little bathing suit and her natural hair and just a beautiful smile. I love her. She's so
Yeah,
pretty.
this is the
Yeah, she's
definition of
pretty.
feeling yourself.
Mhm. Just like feeling your natural self, you know what I'm saying? And she's very gorgeous. This is probably like a better photo I've seen of her, but she's really pretty in person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In photos. Sometimes her photo does her justice, sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
But it's all about learning your angles and knowing what works for you. And I mean, of course, I love that she always wears her fro. I
She does.
definitely do.
She does. I have never seen her without her like her natural hair, and it's so gorgeous.
Never.
in person.
It is.
And they complement each other as a team. Like they're so
Mhm.
beautiful
Yeah,
together.
They
it's
are.
an adorable team, honestly. They're
Yeah.
so cute.
And our last but not least, the beautiful,
Mm.
Oh, hold on now.
telling us to get ready.
Oh, my girl.
Okay.
Get ready for Gemini season. You know, I'm a Taurus, so we had a good time. You know, we're closing out our days. You know, we're closing out our days. And some reason it takes a long time for the bulls to get out of here for those crazy Geminis. But Aja had a message and she said, you need to hurry up. You need to get the
I'll
hell up out of
listen.
here.
Well, if she looking like that, I'm running. Hey, girl.
I'm gonna pick my
Absolutely.
bags now, okay?
I don't even
No.
need that. I'll get what I need when I get there. What is a
Yeah.
bag? I'm coming. Don't worry about it.
She looks good.
I just
though.
can't believe how
Mhm.
perfect that hair
Oh.
color is on her.
Mm-hmm.
She
Her
looks
hair
What we
is
say?
good. This is a 10. Like
Mhm.
she looks really, really like
It's a
flawless.
75.
Like she's like that's it.
It's a 75.
She
The
got
underneath
it.
was given. She knocked it out of the park.
Well,
She
you
got it.
guys,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe we are almost done. We haven't even reached a full hour. We have a whole category. I remember when we first started doing this, we would go almost 2 hours.
Wow.
More than
But
2 hours.
now it just seems like we're getting the groove of things here at Turnbuckle Glam, and we thank everyone who has tuned in. We know it's a Sunday, a family day for most, a church day for some, and so and a work day for most. You know, a relaxation day for some as well. Some of us get up and go to the gym, but some of us just tune in to Turnbuckle Glam because we want to know. You know, we're serving looks all month. May
Mhm.
we proceed to give you what you need. Okay. The last category, you guys, before we get out of here, because we have another. Well, we it's not really an announcement. It's we've already made the announcement, but we're gonna end it, you know, with it today. But moving right along, of course, while we're here, the glam special. Turnbuckle Glam is all about the glam. Okay, y'all know how this go. Y'all know y'all have to turn up. I'm ready. Put the seatbelt on.
Get ready.
We you can say whatever you want. You can give me a rating. You can give me a word. You can whatever you want to do. But first and foremost, your favorite, Caleb Braxton.
Gorgeous. She's cute.
Stunning.
I mean, what can you say? Like,
I'm waiting.
there's nothing to be shady here. But what I will say though, this photo do make her head look really long. I can't
Okay,
even
thank
lie.
you.
Like,
Because I was looking. I was
it's giving.
There's the shade.
giving Roger the alien from American Dad on the head. It is.
I had a
Y'all
look for
look,
her.
y'all
So
look
like,
clear. Come on in. Yeah. Bring it in.
I was
Shade.
looking.
no, because she looks like. Don't get me wrong. She does look really, really cute here. However, I
Elongate.
immediately started to like zoom in and started to like the more that I looked at us like, all right.
Yeah, it threw me off.
forehead
I started from the bottom and I went up, and it just kind of the closer it got to the hairline, I was like,
You can
what?
you can literally put a sticky note right there. And
Yeah,
it-
it's a whiteboard, but she looks good. But she looks
she
good.
does.
She
But
does.
my
Moving right
God.
It is
along.
whiteboard.
We have the tourist queen herself giving us some glamorous looks. The big hair, the very fair faucet look. We have this look as well.
That one is
I
much
will-
better. Go back to that first
I
one.
will say it ages her, but it ages her in a good way. If that
No,
makes
she looks
sense.
great on this one. That first one, whoever styled her hates her because
No,
she looks
I think she
like
found
she has
herself to be.
she looks like she has no body. We know she's not built like that. Like it's not that outfit. It's not giving any. The hair is giving, and then you get to the outfit, and you're like, okay, what happened here?
So
because she has some better photos.
I think maybe if they was going to like a portrait side of things, maybe they should have like cut like part of her like crop the part like the bottom part of her body like towards like where her hand is at like more so like closer up to like where her belt is, maybe giving a little space there. Then the more focus would have been like on her face and her hair instead of all of this down here is a little bit of is a lot of a distraction. But if they did it that way, like this here, this looks really really nice. I would love to see Britt wear her hair down a lot more, but I know she has her iconic half up half down, but I would love to see her wear her hair down a lot more like this. But you know, when you have long hair, it matches. Sometimes it gets in the way, and the way she wears her hair, it doesn't. It still looks very polished. She looks like she wasn't in a match when she wears her hair, you know, up and whatnot. But I thoroughly like this. It looks really really good on her.
Yeah.
I think she looks stunning.
That blue one,
yeah.
That one, the second one is much better. Her hair is gorgeous. And it does, like Nikki said last week, where she's a little not super like hyper feminine. Yeah, she's gonna just give you like glam, but also cash. Like she has her aesthetic unlocked.
I love the tomboy look she had.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with how she dresses. If I could dress like that every day and wasn't so lazy, I would like, and I would keep that half up, half down look because I'm always in a graphic tee too and some baggy pants. But the way she wears it, it's just so immaculate to the style. Yeah. It really, it's modern. That's what makes it modern.
Her shoe game is crazy. Her shoe game is crazy, though. I will say that.
Shoe game.
I want to go to her closet. I want to go to a lot of their closet and just.
There's a couple of them. Tasha Steele, Britt, Trey Miguel, Chris Bay, Moose.
It's a lot of them who have like very like out like when they like outside of their wrestling gear and stuff like that. They do have like nice shoes.
I hate to say it, but the Young Bucks,
the Young Bucks. No, forget them. Shane McMahon is top tier. Ain't nobody like.
Oh, we didn't even. Shane is god level. We're not talking about Shane. We're not talking about Shane. Shane is god level.
Shane is the god of the Lords when it comes to putting on
everyone.
Him and Edge, because Edge wears ones like they are slippers, and he has a new pair every time you see him. I gotta give it to Edge because he gonna wear them ones, them high top ones. He gonna wear them.
Of course, but Shane,
top two.
I really need to go in his closet and see what's going on.
For real though,
yeah, there's a code. There's a passcode.
Like I just need to go shop in there for. I mean, I can't wear them, you know, but I just want to see what you got up in here.
I just want to see.
I just want to see. Well, the last two people we have for our glam special, we will be featuring next month. It is very exciting. We are doing Pride Month here at Women's Wrestling Talk, where we'll be featuring everyone in the community, like myself. I won't be featured, but I'll be here as well. We'll be doing some amazing panels from everyone in the community who identifies as, you know, whatever in the community. Showcasing everyone. First person we have up is the beautiful and talented, and of course, and it kills me to say this. I love you, Mercedes, but it does kill me to say this. Your undisputed ROH Women's World Champion, Mercedes Martinez. Of course, AEW Glam. Shout out to them. We love it. Always giving us the beautiful glam pictures. Very soft, but very toned and very just absolutely stunning. I love that we see Mercedes in these shots week after week after week. She will be defending her ROH championship against Trish Adora. That has been announced and will be taking place later this week. So make sure you check that out. And then we also have the beautiful and stunning Sunny Kiss.
Angles.
Love Sunny.
Sunny is gorgeous.
Love Sunny.
Like, gorgeous. But I love what I will say though, like I do like that blue eyeshadow that was on Mercedes Martinez because of her reddish hair. It looked really, really good on her. Not too much of a distraction on the lip. But it looked really good. But Sunny has a gorgeous face. Like his jawline,
cut glass.
It's everything. the jawline, his face itself, like the blonde hair, it really complements his complexion so well. I live for the designs on the eyelids. Like his brows are gorgeous. Like there's not anything that you can really say. Like Sunny's face is killing a lot
Gorgeous.
of girls. I do apologize, but
And
the
we
face is.
featured Sunny on Gear of the Week in one of our first couple weeks of Turnbuckle Glam. I will have the
Definitely.
beautiful honor of featuring and discussing and talking about the amazing career of Sunny Kiss next month. So make sure you check that out. We will be doing things a little differently. Santana has decided to put me over this. So we will be getting with all of our writers, and as they get all of their ideas in, including Mika herself, Sam, Abby, Chris, Candace, Katrina, Katie. I'm trying to remember everybody. But the whole
Abby.
I said
Yeah,
Abby.
I think you got everybody.
Yeah, I got everybody.
Everybody.
The amazing writing team that we have. We were jokingly sitting back and we were like, what are we going to do for next month? Or what's TK specifically? I said, what's TK going to make us do for next month? And then boom, we remember that it's Pride Month. And so here at Women's Wrestling Talk, I think it's very important how we express inclusiveness here at Women's Wrestling Talk to everyone. And so next month, and I'm gonna try not to be get super emotional about it, but next month we will be celebrating Pride Month, and I'm overly joyed to be a part of Women's Wrestling Talk, as I am someone who belongs to the community and will be a little more transparent with a lot of things. So I'm excited. We have some really great panels coming along, but don't forget, before this month ends, Mika just put out an amazing article. Santana's been putting out amazing articles all month as well, for Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. That is still in the month of May. Next week, I will be wearing my Asuka and Kairi Sane shirt, so make sure you check that out. The
I have to
Kabuki
try to
Warrior.
find my AK Twins shirt. I bought one when they were here last time, but I haven't seen it since I bought it, so I have to try to find it to see if I can put it on.
Yeah, and we might, you never know who you might see. So make sure you check that out. And of course, we will be back next week, of course, Turnbuckle Glam. But before we get out of here, you guys, don't forget. Now, my hosts are going to help me with this list because we've added damn near 3 shows just this week. Okay, so I'm gonna, if I mess up, you guys gotta jump in. Okay, so Monday. Okay, that is tomorrow at noon. I will be here with the news. I have some very fun stories that we will talk about. A small update on Charlotte Flair. We will also get into more about the Paige and Ronda thing, and we'll talk about a lot of other things that are going on. There's also been rumors of someone who was recently released that decided to trademark their name to a different name. So we'll be talking about that as well. Follow us again, because we will be here live on Twitch after Monday Night Raw. The post show. The Salt Shakers, the most dominating tag team in Women's Wrestling Talk history, the original, the undisputed, the Salt Shakers, will be here Monday night post show after Monday Night Raw. On Tuesday, since you don't have a show on Tuesday yet, make sure you go back and watch all of the videos that we have prepared for you on Twitch. They may not be live, but they're already posted, so make sure you check those out. On Wednesday, of course, we have our Dynamite dolls, breaking down everything that is explosive that happens at AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. That is following the post show. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. Okay.
Thursday is full.
On Thursday, you have 3 to 4 shows. After the end, we'll figure out how many. I'm almost sure it's 4, but we'll see. On Thursday, of course, we have the news. Okay. We also have NXT and NXT UK recap. Okay, Stephanie, Katrina, they will be here. You guys are used to Katrina and Stephanie and other platforms, and now they're together. I don't know their name yet, but they'll probably get one soon.
Yeah.
Thursday, again, you're here, right? Don't forget the Impact. Because you know what? It's funny. I don't know if y'all been on Twitter today.
I saw it.
Sean Ross is trying to get a little Impact
Now
after
you
show.
want to do an Impact post show. Now,
You know,
okay,
it's
interested. I need
think
a
it's cool. I think it's cool because we've been holding it down, and I love Sean Ross Sapp. I can't speak for everybody here at Women's Wrestling Talk, but he does show us a lot of love. I got to meet the kid at Under Siege, and he was really sweet. He was very familiar with who we are, and shout out to him for featuring us in some of his articles as well. But he might have a post show too. But until then, and even after then, we have the post show. Impact Wrestling, the Salt Shakers. And then, of course, I think it's before we even go on the post show, you got the Creep Squad.
I think, well, yeah.
It is before. It's happening before because we go on at 11:30.
Yeah, go at 11:30.
9 or something like that.
9:30, yeah, with
But
Lovely.
it's a Creep Squad show with Lovely and Faye Jackson.
Hey.
You don't know, me and Mika and TK, we had an interview with Faye Jackson. We did discuss, bringing the Creep Squad over to Women's Wrestling Talk after dark, so we get a little spicy over here. This is where anything goes.
It is.
Gray sweatpants and all, wrestling time.
Listen, I have been working with them. I'm just going to say when TK asked me to report the topics that they want to cover, TK was very shocked when I sent her that list back, and at the top of the list it said Prince. So I just want y'all to know I will be present, but I won't be on screen. I'm just kind of backstage helping. But you guys will love Faye and you will love Lovely. Beautiful Black women that have been in the wrestling business for way too long, that are going to give you all the things you probably didn't even know you wanted to know about some of your favorite wrestlers and yourselves. So it's going to get very creepy. And that's every 2 weeks. So that show will be bi-weekly, not every week.
Yeah.
Cool. And then following up on Friday, of course, we have SmackDown and AEW Rampage post show, of course, with Stephanie and the beautiful and lovely my tag partner Santana. And then we have a new show as well that will be coming out this Saturday, right? It's our indie show. Yes, we have our indie shows where we will cover everything indies. I think they'll be covering whatever's to come to ROH, MLW, NWA.
As much as we can.
So that's going to be very interesting for those because we kind of just put all, Impact, AEW, WWE, we have their own post shows. They're separate, even in NXT. But this will be for those lovers who, like myself, I've started to watch NWA now that Angelina Love has made her way to NWA. We have Velvet Sky over there too. So make sure you guys check that out. And that's on Saturday. And then, of course, on Sunday, 5 p.m. Central, we are here with Turnbuckle Glam. Okay. So a lot of shows going on. So starting tomorrow, make sure, and on Tuesday, make sure that you're catching up on any of the shows that you've missed. Don't forget you have added shows on Thursday. Now you have a show on Saturday, continuously throughout. Turn on that bell you see. I don't know where it is, but turn on that bell for those notifications so you can get them sent to your phone. Okay? Don't forget, we don't want you guys to miss out on anything, especially when it comes to Women's Wrestling Talk. Okay? Before we get out of here, not there. Lord, I don't know where the hell I'm going. Before we get out of here, in order, Santana, Al, Mika, let these beautiful people know where they can find you or how to find you.
You can find me on Google. That's about it for me.
Type in the right name, please.
Spelling is important.
Spelling is important. Al, where can these people find you?
Oh, you can find me, as you can see, Al, 2 underscores, kayfabe queens, all the things. Dynamite dolls every Wednesday. Yeah. Check out that interview I did with Thunder Rosa. That was really fun. Had a little panic attack before, but it's fine. We're cool. We're besties now.
And Mika.
Yeah, y'all. Well, I would say y'all know where to find me, but I haven't been easy to find recently. But I do apologize for that. I'm so glad I have an amazing team that can step in when things happen and still get you guys the content that you guys deserve. I am working on getting back. So you can still find me on the Twitter, on the Instagram, at Meek the Mage. Not making as much magic as normal, but we're getting there. We're ramping back up. And then, as y'all heard, you can find me on Saturdays, Sundays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays now. Yeah. So, or you can find an article, or you could probably just catch me on the street if you live in Dallas. I might be out. I'm gonna be outside this summer. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all I got.
Well, of course, you know, when the Salt Shakers are here, of course, Bobby has to let everyone know that at Women's Wrestling Talk, it is too sweet.
No, of course. You know, that's the thing we do.
Bobby always comes in with the final words. It's so crazy. It's so crazy here. But of course, in the top, you have the most dominating tag team in Women's Wrestling Talk history, the Salt Shakers, joined by the Dynamite Dolls, you guys. Let's not forget Turnbuckle Glam. Y'all know how we do. And we are here on Women's Wrestling Talk every day. Mm-hmm. We don't care. The #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Put your ones in the air like you did it on them. Chill.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.